Doris Day was certainly one of the biggest stars of her era.
I love acting, and it's just very rewarding and gratifying if people like what I do.
Before she became the #1 female box office star of all time, Doris Day was born Doris Marianne von Kappelhoff on April 3, 1924, in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Doris Day actually started out as a dancer and was in a terrible car accident, and when she was recuperating, she would sing along to the radio, and when her mother heard her, she thought, my daughter can really sing.
Day made her name with the Barney Rap Orchestra, but scored her first #1 hit in 1945, singing Sentimental Journey with Les Brown.
She came back to Les Brown's orchestra after having taken time off to get married and have her baby, and it was a case of miraculous timing because right at the end of the war, Les came up with a song called Sentimental Journey, and it perfectly captured the mood of the period.
She transitioned to actress in 1948 in Romance on the High Seas, and in 1950, Day starred in one of her most popular films, Calamity Jane.
The reason Calamity Jane was such a hit was because it actually had a song in it, Secret Love, that made it to the top of the chart. And that's the interesting about Doris Day, is that she would usually put songs in, and the songs brought her just as much fame as the films themselves.
In 1956, Day starred with Jimmy Stewart in Hitchcock's The Man Who Knew Too Much and sang her signature song, the Academy Award-winning Que Sera Sera.
I think one of the reasons that The Man Who Knew Too Much is such a great movie and that Doris is so great in it is because she had this very clean, wholesome image, and to put her in a thriller, it was really brilliant, kind of out-of-the-box thinking.
From 1959 through the 60s, Day starred in a string of hits, including the hugely successful Pillow Talk with Rock Hudson, which earned her an Academy Award nomination.
She could play with a variety of leading men. They were always in sync. James Garner, Cary Grant, Rock Hudson most famously. And James Garner had a great quote about Doris Day. He said, "She's one of the sexiest women I've ever met, but she makes you smile about sex."
After her 1968 final film, Day turned to television, starring in The Doris Day Show. In 1975, she announced her retirement and became actively involved in animal rights.
Doris Day has, in effect, 3 legacies. One of the all-time great singers, Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award winner, fantastic actress, and animal rights activist. She has now spent as much time on behalf of animals as she did in her entire Hollywood career.
Day's career was memorialized in 2004 with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Then in 2011, at 87 years old, Day cemented her record-breaking legacy with her 29th studio album.
Doris Day is someone who has a very specific movie image, and people will remember her films, but I think of Doris Day as one of the most superlative popular singers that ever was. There was nobody like her before, and there's really been nobody like her since.